All right, good morning, traders. Today is September 18th, 2024. My name is John Kerrigan. I moderate the BYOB trading room. I want to thank you out there, everybody here in the room, for being here. I want to thank everybody out there in digital land for making my internet channels and websites a success. Thank you for the kind comments. Good morning, Marley. My SPY pivot this morning is 562. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. T2123, SPY, XLL, XLI, and Diamond Dow all made new all-time highs yesterday. All right, so T2123, new all-time high. S&P 500, new all-time high. The industrial sector in the spiders, that made a new all-time high. And the Dow Jones Industrial Average made a new all-time high. Another index there. All right, all of the Fab 5 are in daily uptrends, except for IWM, which technically broke, and it's still trying to repair that. And it's trying right now. It's still bullish, but it's just not in a daily uptrend because it hasn't made a higher high. IWM, FNGU, QQQ, yesterday's candles, they all made higher highs and higher lows, closing over their bullish traps over their 17 EMAs. SPY closed with a 2-hour uptrend and a 10-minute uptrend. Gold and silver, both in uptrends, both made lower highs and lower lows, closing over their bullish traps over their 17 EMAs. UNG in an uptrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing inside bullish trap over the 17 EMA. USO in a downtrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing above a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. And US dollar index still in a downtrend. We like that. Closed near the 101.89 area. All right, let's take a look at some charts. All right, so here's SPY on the daily. New all-time high made yesterday. Okay, you can see that. New all-time high, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Okay, SPY in an uptrend. On the 2-hour chart, okay, we had going into the close, you can see price and the yellow 3 EMA. And the yellow 3 EMA up over the white 8 EMA, that is an uptrend right through there. So 2-hour uptrend right there, up over a rising 17 EMA. That's the 2-hour chart. On the 10-minute chart going into the close, you can see right here we've got price in the 3 up over the 8. Almost all three of them over the 17. They did in the post market, but coming into the close, get a little 10-minute uptrend right there. Like to see it get up over VWAP, didn't quite make it. Now yesterday's price action, we were looking for a green erases red. So we had a green erases red situation right here on this big green candle right there to jump in on. Didn't go far. Okay, now what's the reason for that? Okay, so we got 565. All right. What's the all-time high? 565.18. So we were actually buying resistance right here. So we did expect it to go much further. We didn't know how high they wanted to take it. It was a valid trade. It's just we were buying right into resistance. And that doesn't work out as well as when you're buying when price action is coming off of support. Okay, that works out better when you're coming off of support. We were buying right into resistance. Of course, we got a little gain right up here in the 566.60. Took some profits into that, but all in all, the rest of your position probably stopped out. Now, as we came back down on the 10-minute chart, you can see the big candle finishing off the move here. Got a red candle, big red candle. You can tell that was probably a good place to buy. But it was in a downtrend and it was over the pivot. All right, so it could have bought it here for a channel to start to develop between 566.60 and 561.50, right about there. Okay, so looking for a channel to develop, probably back up to 566.50, maybe 565.50 in this area right here. So there's SPY on the 10-minute chart. That was the price action yesterday. And then we had a little bit of green erases red right over this. And you can see price action brought us back to VWAP almost near the close in the post market. It did happen to nail it, but not soon enough. Okay, so it was a rough day yesterday. Didn't have any follow through from this, and we were buying right at resistance, and right from here we didn't quite get a bullish move that brought us back up over VWAP. So there you go. There, kind of a tough day. I made money, but most of it was from just jockeying my position around my current position that I held from a previous day. So there's the 10-minute on that. All right, let's take a look at what we're looking for today. Since we have a 10-minute uptrend, we're looking for a red candle. We're looking for green erases red up over the pivot, which is 562. Which turns out to be right about 562, right there. Okay, right about there. So 562, we're looking for green erases red over 562. Okay, that's our plan today, to take green erases red over 562. We do have FOMC coming out at 2 p.m. That should make the markets very volatile. So here's SPY, 10-minute chart. All right, we're looking for green erases red over the pivot, 562 as an entry for a bullish trade today. So there's SPY. Let's take a look at QQQ. QQQ on the daily chart. Okay, got a little higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Okay, QQQ in an uptrend. Got a higher low, looking for the bulls. Start making that higher high. Okay, QQQ in an uptrend, looking for the bulls to make a higher high after that higher low. FNGU, same deal. Okay, FNGU in an uptrend, got a higher low, looking for the bulls to make that higher high. Okay, a little consolidation happening here at the midpoint of this pullback. Okay, Diamond Dow made new all-time high yesterday, closing over the trap over the rising 17 EMA. IWM, Russell 2000, higher low, higher high, closing over the trap over the 17 EMA. Now, if IWM happens to make a higher high, all right, and this is the high it has to beat right there, so IWM up over 222.45 puts that in an uptrend. All right, so we came dangerously close to becoming an uptrend yesterday. Not dangerously, but very close to becoming an uptrend on IWM. Didn't quite make it. All right, maybe we make it today with FOMC. Got the higher low. Again, we're looking for the bulls to get inspired to make the higher high. So there's IWM. All right, let's take a look at a few sectors, and then we're going to go visit our technicals. First sector, we'll look at precious metals. Start off with silver. Silver's in an uptrend, making higher lows and higher highs. Price action up over the trap, over the rising 17 EMA. Silver's in an uptrend. Gold made a new all-time high 2 days ago, right there. Price action for gold, lower high, lower low, closing over bullish trap over rising 17 EMA. Okay, gold in an uptrend. It's making new all-time highs. Let's take a look at USO. Okay, here's petroleum crude oil. Making lower highs and lower lows. It's in a downtrend. Price action yesterday. Higher high, higher low, closing over a bullish trap over a falling 17 EMA. Trying to fight that off. So USO still in a downtrend, but trying to fight off that downtrend. UNG in an uptrend, made a higher low and a higher high, closing inside a bullish trap over the rising, over kind of a wavy 17 EMA. UNG is still in that kind of a bear flag. A move down, and then you can see right here we got a move over to the left like a big hockey stick. That's a big bear flag right there. But it's in an uptrend because it made a higher high right there. So we'll see what happens with what they want to do with that. Got a little W pattern going on, a little battle. Winner should emerge from the other side, and when the battle's done, it's either gonna go up or down. Okay, not sure which way it wants to go. Came dangerously close to creating a new all-time low. This is the all-time low right here, made on, looks like August 5th. All right, so let's take a look at a few sectors. SMH. All right, SMH in an uptrend because it took out the high, but need the bulls to be inspired to make a higher high here, okay? We've got the higher low. We need the bulls to make a higher high. So SMH in an uptrend, but not very convincing uptrend. All right, SMH. XLK, it's technology sector. Same way. Bulls got a little bit further than SMH. Okay, this is looking a little bit more, a little healthier than SMH. Got a higher low. Want to see the bulls make the higher high. That's technology sector. XLI. XLI yesterday, price action, new all-time high for XLI. All right, closing up over the trap, over the rising 17 EMA. Okay, XLF. XLF making a higher low, looking for the bulls to create that higher high. About 10 days ago, right here, XLF had made a new all-time high right there. So we'll see what happens with XLF. Need the bulls to make that new all-time high in XLF. Not sure if they're going to get it done. Yesterday's price action, you can see right there, closing up over the trap, over the rising 17 EMA. XRT is our retail sector, okay? Retail sector still in a downtrend, kind of just like IWM. It won't be in an uptrend till it takes out that high, and it looks like they failed right there. Okay, so they're still in a downtrend, but we've created a higher low. Price action could take out this high. All right, threshold's a little bit lower. If they take out that high, they will be in an uptrend. Okay, so that's XRT. That's our retail sector. All right, so looking for all that inflation to kind of catch up with retail sector and hopefully start pushing that into a bull mode, into an uptrend. But we haven't got it yet. So there's XRT. All right, that's the retail sector. Let's take a look at IYT. IYT is the transports. Transports are in an uptrend, making higher lows and higher highs. Okay, transports, getting bullish, closing over bullish trap, over rising 17 EMA. So we have, and let's go take a look at our technicals, then we'll review what we just got. Okay, T2122, we camped out all day yesterday in the overbought zone, very bullish. Camping out there all day long. T2123 made new all-time highs on T2123, up over a flat 200 SMA. Looking like they're going to get that 200 SMA right up in here in between the two prior all-time high channels right there. So maybe they can get that up there. That would be nice. Price action, we have targets of up to 537,900, about that area right there. You can see price action moving up. Like to see it move over, okay? This is the type of price action we like. All right, we like it to go up and then over. That's what we want, okay? We don't want them to go up and then give it up, all right? That's what we don't want, okay? Don't want that, okay? This is what we want right there. Okay, want them to get up and hold it. Go up and hold it up here. Okay, that's what we're looking for. All right, so you can see here's price action. Want to get it up and then hold it, hold the higher ground up there. Okay, we'll see what they want to do. Like to see that hold happen. All right, so there's T2123 working wonders. this week. Nice gap up. You can see the gap ups aren't getting filled by the bears. That's very bullish. You got a gap up here, got a gap up the previous day, and a gap up the previous day. Okay. Notice these gaps aren't getting filled by the bears. That's a very bullish scenario. Okay. You got price action. Okay. T2122. Okay. Camping out in the overbought zone. That's a very bullish price action right there. T2123 3-bar chart is got the 200 SMA still rising. A lot more space opening up between a rising 200 SMA and the price action. Okay, T2123 in an uptrend. That's very good. That's the whole market in an uptrend. It's all the stocks in NYSE. Like to see this 200 SMA get up here in between the two of the other older prior all-time highs right up in there. Okay, we got FOMC today at 2 p.m. Just a reminder. Let's take a look at our FNGU. FNGU doing the right stuff right now. Okay, what do we like it to do? We like it to move up and hold the higher ground. Okay, this is good. This is bullish when it does this. Okay, price action consolidating over prior price action. That's also bullish, okay? So whenever we see price action consolidate over prior consolidation right here and right here, that's bullish. When price action consolidates under prior price action, that's bearish. So this is bullish right here, moving up, moving over, okay? T2123. What did we just talk about? That's also bullish. Why? Because we got price action moving up, making higher highs. Okay? So this is bullish. See, the bears aren't filling those gaps. FNGU price action yesterday. Well, we ripped up here. We made a higher high and a higher low from the previous day. Okay? Nowhere near all-time highs, but as long as we continue to grind up, we're up over this falling 200 SMA. You can see now it's starting to hook. Maybe we can catch it from the underside and get a push to the upside. We'll see what happens. There's FNGU. Like to see FNGU get inspired with the higher low and take out this high right here. Like to see the bulls make a higher high. Okay, so there's FNGU. All right, so what do we got? We got T2122 camped out inside the overbought zone. That's very bullish. T2123 cumulative 4-week new high, new low. That's making that's doing wonders there. That's bullish and at all-time highs. We've got the technology sector, XLK, and semiconductors, SMH, both in weak uptrends, but nonetheless they are still in uptrends as long as they continue to make higher highs and higher lows. We'll see what they want to do there. Okay, we got XLF in an uptrend. We got Industrials, XLI, in an uptrend. We've got Diamond Dow, all right, that's DIA, that's also in an uptrend. We've got SPY, all right, making new all-time highs. That's an uptrend. We've got the dollar in a downtrend, okay? So we've got a really good recipe here for a nice pop to 580. Don't know if we're going to get it, okay? FOMC comes out at 2, might be a rate cut. My rate cut might be baked in. I don't know yet. I'm kind of thinking we're headed for 580. Again, it's just a bias. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I feel like that's out there, and I think it's on the table. I even think we get up as high as 600. Okay, I did the measured move yesterday for SPY, and we calculated out to be about 595 as the measured move to the upside if they choose to do so. Might as well round it off and call it 600. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, we got a nice recipe for everything to really, really pop high and almost get parabolic climactic. All right, So we'll see what happens. Everything is set up to do that. There's no earnings to squash that, okay? And there's not much negative economic data coming out to squash that either. So speaking of the economics package, let's go take a look at it. All right, and let's pull that up. Okay, you can see here's our dollar. Okay. Whenever I want this to move, it never moves. I can do this. It seems like I press harder on the mouse and it doesn't work. Anyways, lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Downtrend for the dollar, okay? It's a 12-month low, all right? If they break this low right here, that will be a 2.5-year low, okay? So down around below 99.73, that will produce a 2.5-year low. Right now we are at a 12-month low as well as a 2024 low. Okay, price action, we closed yesterday around 189. Okay, now if they come out with rate cuts, think about this. That will make the dollar cheaper. That will make the dollar weaker. All right, there's a good chance this pops lower, giving more inspiration to the bulls and makes a new 2.5-year low coming out of today. We'll see what happens. I'm picturing this to break down sometime this week, probably even today. All right, if they do a rate cut, we'll see what happens. So there's a dollar in a downtrend. Max Pain, are they going to do it today? All right, so Max Pain, the 18th is 555 and 1.5 puts to every call. That's regarding the puts and calls that expire today. Okay, Max Pain is 555. We'll see how close they get to that. On the other Max Pain, oh my gosh, we got it. All right, the other Max Pain, $5 difference. They're saying 560. Okay, and put to call ratio, instead of 1.5, they've got 1 1/3 puts for every call. Okay, so they're saying 560. On the earnings report, what do we have here? Okay, for Wednesday, again, General Mills got some familiar names, but nothing that's really going to move the markets. Thursday, same deal, familiar names, nothing that's really going to move the markets. Friday, again, familiar names, nothing that's going to move the markets. Monday, again, familiar names, nothing that's going to move the market. So there's no earnings to disrupt anything that the bulls have planned. All right? On the economic calendar, okay, we do have a housing starts and permits come out at 8:30. That's in about 7 minutes. NBA mortgage applications came out an hour ago. That was at 7 o'clock this morning. Atlanta Fed business inflation expectations are going to come out at 10. That's a new one. The petroleum report's going to come out at 10:30. That's normally every Wednesday around 10:30. All right, and then you've got an FOMC announcement. We're going to see if they're going to give us no cuts, a quarter, 25 basis points, or 50 basis points, okay? So FOMC going to make an announcement at 2, and then they're going to talk about their announcement that they made at 2 and probably tell you about how they're going to be hawkish, continue to be hawkish, all right? So even though they're getting a little dovish today, they're probably going to tell you how hawkish they're still going to be, all right? So there's 2:30. They got the little presser comes out 30 minutes after the FOMC announcement, and I expect volatility to be high today. Okay, I expect it to be ripping in all kinds of different directions. You might want to be flat going into the FOMC announcement at 2 o'clock today. Tomorrow, jobless claims at 8:30, Philly Fed Manufacturing Index, 8:30. current account 8:30, existing home sales 10, leading indicators 10, a gas report at 10:30 every Thursday, rig count on Friday, and that's it for the rest of the week. So whatever the bulls got planned, it's blue skies above. All right, the ceiling is. There's nothing on the ceiling. There is no ceiling. They can go as high as they want to go. All right, so that's it. We are set up for a nice rally this week. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we get. We got up a little higher yesterday, 566.60. We'll see if we can get it up a little bit higher this week. We'll see what happens. All right, so hold down the mouse on the vertical price column. Okay. Let me try that. I want to move it up. Oh, there. See, now it's moving. You did it. Thanks, Carlos. Yeah, FedEx earnings coming out tomorrow. Yes. Again, it's a familiar name, but I mean, I think the market cap's like 69 billion. So it's really not going to like rock and roll the markets like some other companies would. Thanks, Carlos. All right, traders, that's it. I'm going to render my video and come back at 9:15 and we'll start this market off. All right? Expect some volatility. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate being here. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you out there in Digiland. Hey, by the way, everybody out there in Digiland, got an open house Friday. Starts at 8. Look for the link in the description of the video. All right? So we'll see you guys hopefully on Friday, everybody in Digiland. All right? Got the open house going. All right. I'll see you guys in about 45 minutes.